The Curse of the Shadow Forest. Chapter 2. The Tear of the Moon after the oath-taking ceremony at the Moon Well. A change began to take root in the Shadow Forest. The bark of trees cracked open, filling with eye-like slits. Birds fell silent. Moonlight was no longer soft. It sliced the earth like a blade. And from the depths of the forest, a new being rose, Zera. Zera was the eldest granddaughter of Lysaria, but her mother had died when approaching the Moon Well. Zera had been born from her mother's lifeless body on top of a corpse, in the moonlight, in utter silence. The other witches called her the Tear of the Moon, for on the night of her birth, the moon darkened and shed a single drop of black light, like a tear. Zera was no ordinary witch. Her eyes could see things others could not. Whispers turned into words in her presence. As she grew, the forest grew darker. Among the witches, a belief began to form. Zera carried the soul of Lysaria, but there was something else within her. A curse. Zera was no ordinary witch. Her eyes could see things others could not. Whispers turned into words in her presence. As she grew, the forest grew darker. Among the witches, a belief began to form. Zera carried the soul of Lysaria, but there was something else within her. A curse. The silence in the villages, Zera's powers increased. Strange disappearances began to plague a nearby village, Mireval. First, the animals vanished. Then, under every full moon, a child, each one seen walking out of their homes in the night, eyes empty, like a phantom drifting toward the Shadow Forest. None of them ever returned. The people of Mireval swore not to light fires at night, not to look at the moon. But no matter what they did, each full moon claimed another. One day, the village elder, Eldon, rang the chain bells in the village square. These bells had only been used in times of great peril since ancient times. Eldon confessed a truth to his people. Years ago, we captured a descendant of Lysaria, but we did not kill her. We chained her just outside the Shadow Forest. Her name was Cyril. She was Zera's aunt. And her suffering was the beginning of the curse, with Eldon's words. The villagers united and marched into the forest to stop Zera, but it became their final journey. The mist swallowed them. The eyes in the trees opened one by one. Screams turned into silence. After that day, Mireval vanished. Only stone foundations remained. A shadow flickering in the moonlight, and a chained bell that still rang. The Dark Feast. Zera initiated the Dark Feast, a ritual held once every century around the Moon Well. On this night, all the dead witches would rise from their graves, wander the forest, and recall the evils of the past. But that year, something was different. This time, the Moon Well filled with blood. Zera threw the chained corpse of Cyril into the well and forged a final pact with the dark side of the moon. This meant the complete severing of ties with humanity. Zera was now half dead. She did not breathe, yet she lived. She had no blood, yet carried power. On the night of the Dark Feast, time stopped in all the lands surrounding the Shadow Forest. People dreamed of the forest, some never woke again. Others awoke without their tongues. For Zera now ruled over dreams as well. The breaking of the moon in the final part A group of ancient mages of human lineage, but bearers of knowledge from Lysaria's era, formed a secret society to stop Zera, the Aruna sect. The sect believed that Zera's heart was still bound to a single human memory, the memory of her mother's final breath. But Zera found out, and began hunting them. The last known member of Aruna was seen writing these words on the side of a mountain before throwing himself from the cliff. When the moon breaks, don't look away, for shadows show the true face. And Zera was not only born in the dark, but within us as well.